Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Hysteria Projects. Thank you so much for stopping by, giving my channel a view. Your support is greatly appreciated. I thought I'd switch the look up just a little bit. So, these are general messages. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, please, okay? The underlying energy is this change. It says you are transforming, let go of the past, embrace the light, and joy of this new day. Now, there's a lot with this, so I'm going to leave it out. So, you have been going through a lot of changes. One of the biggest changes that is sticking out to me here is you having walked away and, gone on this path of healing from what you may have thought was the one. I'm getting, a 10 of Cups energy, but it really wasn't 10 of Cups, okay? So, I do have this energy here of letting go of a past love, okay? Having to walk away and heal and, transmute all of that energy into something better. And that's exactly what you've been doing. Now, I say all of that to say this. There is somebody watching you throughout this change. And I'm going to say it's inspiring, okay? Now, I am getting like friend energy, but it doesn't have to be, this is somebody that okay? 100%. This is somebody that has probably been operating in karmic energy, okay? Been doing things in the shadows, whatever that may be. All right, and I'm getting this energy from you, kind of like the light in the dark, You shine bright. And it's very inspiring for whoever this person is, okay? So let's pull a little more. We have action. Stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. There's a lot coming through this about abundance. There's a lot of like financial energy coming through with this. And this is one of those things, that yes, you had a lot to go through and walk away with a relationship, but things like that also trickle down to other aspects of our lives as well, So you could have been struggling with work or finances, Now, one of the things I'm getting is that there has been what is the word I'm looking for? Whoever this person is, they thought something about you that was not accurate, okay? So, for example, this person could have thought that you were born with a silver spoon, all right? For those of you that don't know what that means, that means like you were born into money, You were just handed everything. You didn't have to work for it, pretty much, okay? And what I'm seeing here is like your energy, that is not the case at all. Like you've worked very, very hard for every penny that you have. Nothing has been handed to you. And because you have taken action, because you have worked so hard, nothing can hold you back, right? Like you're determined. And that also is inspiring somebody. This person could be finding out more about maybe your financial situation. Not necessarily, doesn't have to be, but there is something here that's being balanced with that, okay? So whether that's your finances are physically being balanced out, or this person's perspective of how they saw you is being balanced back out, okay? Either way, though, you are in this very, like, you're shooting for the stars. You are the star. You ain't shooting for the stars. You are the star. You are a shining light, okay, to other people, especially whoever this person is. All right? You could have some very unique gifts. It's giving off this, you share, you know what I'm saying? You're somebody that will help other people out. Okay, even in money. You know, you're somebody that will help, right? And you know, it's very much giving that this person admires you. Like truly admires you, okay? To the point that this person is stalking you. They are watching and spying on you. You know, and I'm not getting really in like not really getting in like a creepy way, okay? But again, like I don't know the dynamic between you and this person, but they're able to witness and see you change. They're able to see how you handle these situations and how you're turning these negative things into positive things. And you know, they're watching you grow. They're watching you, like, this is the picture that's in my head, okay? You know, like Alice in Wonderland. You know, she's following the white rabbit down the hole. Well, in this scenario, you are the white rabbit that this person is following, okay? You have been transforming, you have been doing a lot of these things that this person is wanting to also do, okay? It's like they're learning from you. You are guiding this person, whether you know it or not. No gratitude. It says be grateful for abundance, live in appreciation for what you have, and more good things will come. And that's what this person is seeing. They're seeing like how grateful you are, and you know, you keep getting abundance, you know, and again, this person could have at one point thought that you were just handed this, but you weren't. They're getting clarity on that for sure. Okay. And I feel like this person is grateful to have met you. I really do. No, it's giving this energy that, you know, you speak with courage and clarity, and you're not afraid to take up space in this world. Okay? And this person admires that. You know, you are who you are, unapologetically as well, you know. We have gentleness. It says, strength is gentle, true kindness has wings, love in action endures. All right. Now, I feel like this person may have been a little closed off to you around fall time, or you could have been a little closed off to this person around the fall. Something about that is significant. But I'm also getting here that, you know, you hold a key to emotions, and you're able to, what is the words I'm looking for? Help me out. You know, it's like you're able to navigate the emotional waters and the depth of these things in a way that this person has never seen before, okay? Okay, Spirit, speak to me now. All right, so this person could be one to shut down, okay? This person could have shut down around the fall time. And you are kind of giving this person the key back to opening up their emotions, all right? Again, I don't think that you are aware of this at all, okay? I don't think you have any idea how you focusing on your life and you doing what's best for you is greatly influencing someone that, in all honesty, is looking up to you. You know, this person, I feel like, thinks you are a blessing. You know, and it has something to do with how open you are. We have reconciliation. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step, okay? And, you know, for some of you, this could be a love dynamic, you know. Ooh, somebody that you may have been in some sort of cycle with. But this doesn't have to be love, okay? This could be friends. This could be a coworker. This is somebody that you know, though, all right? And you are greatly, greatly influencing this person's own transformation. You know, they see how you've changed and how beautiful it is, really. So let's pull some tarot. This person wants to reach out to you. This person wants to, I feel like this person wants to, wow, let you know how you've been a guiding light to them. How you inspired them to take action in their own life. Yeah. You know, this Nine of Swords, I said this person could have been in like some very karmic energy. And this person doesn't want to be in that energy anymore. They really don't. They really want to change, and they're looking at you, you know, how you've changed, and you know, they want to walk away from what no longer serves them as well, you know, whether that be people, places, things, a mental state, whatever that may be. This person is wanting to make that change as well. You know, they don't want to be in this Nine of Swords where they're constantly filled with anxiety and being up late at night, not able to really handle their own thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, this person, they don't want to operate in that energy that leads them to feel this Nine of Swords anymore. Again, you know, for some of you, this could be romantic, okay? But really what I'm getting out of this little section here is that this person could have caused a lot of conflict, all right? In a mental type of way, not like a physical way. Also, this person could have very much felt like, you know, I was getting that karmic energy. At one point, they could have looked at you, not accurately. Not accurately. All right, there is some perspective that this person had of you that is changing, okay? That's being balanced back out. And, you know, this person, they could have maybe stabbed you in the back somehow, made something more mentally draining than it needed to be. You know, and again, I'm also getting to that, you know, you had to walk away from a romantic situation that you really thought was your Ten of Cups. You really thought that this person was the one, and you felt disappointed. You know, with this Two of Cups, you thought this was the one, and you felt so disappointed in this situation, you know, and this Nine of Cup energy is, you know, you really turning that around for yourself. You know, you making the most out of your situation. And this person could also maybe be going through a similar type of situation. Again, doesn't have to be, okay? But I am getting that this person is wanting to take the action to move forward. You know, they don't want to, you know, if this person is in a similar situation within a relationship, this person doesn't want to be held back. You know, if they know that this is a karmic thing, they don't want to be held back. You know, they think it's, you know, I was getting that energy a second ago about like how you speak your truth and you have courage here. You know, I'm getting that is inspiring this person to do the same thing. You know, do what's best for them. To not let situations or people or a state of mind continue to hold them back. And I'm going to say continue to keep them in cycles. And again, this does not have to be an ex or a lover. Now, I am getting like a strong kind of like a friendship dynamic here, okay? This doesn't even have to be someone you're close friends with. This could be a coworker or someone that you see in passing from time to time, okay? But you do know of this person. And this person is watching you, you know? And they're watching how much love that you have. How you just continue to walk through and try to be the best person that you can be, regardless of the situation. Yeah, regardless of the situations you go through. You know how strong of a person you have to be going through 10 of Swords and still walk with love and still be loving to people? To still be grateful for everything that you still have when everything is going up in flames? You know, that's huge. That's huge. And this person, it's almost like, you know, this you are the white rabbit to whoever this person is, okay? You are setting the trail here. And with this World card, you know, you are showing this person how to do this. How to make this change, how to transform, okay? And this person is grateful. They are. You have the Six of Cups in the reverse. You know, this is okay, I'm getting a few things, so, you know, put yourself where you belong in this situation here. But one of the things I'm getting is that, you know, this person could find themselves in a karmic situation. You know, they were operating in karmic energy. If they're in a relationship, obviously, it's a karmic relationship, okay? You know, and so this person, they see this past person that they were dealing with as karmic. You know, they're really going within about all of this, about how they feel, okay? I was getting that closed off energy, that shut down energy, you know? And it's like this person is becoming aware. Yeah, this person had been shut down emotionally. You know, this person was closed off. And if this person was hurt and they didn't know how to handle that, they just kind of shut down. All right? And I do that too sometimes, okay? If I'm like overwhelmed or if I've been going through a lot, sometimes I have moments of shutdown. You know, it's like a short circuit, okay? And this person, it's like they're learning how to be vulnerable within this hermit energy that they're in, this reflecting, this transforming energy here. They're working on their vulnerability. They're working on opening up emotionally. You know, and you showed this person love and kindness. You know, there's something about, you know, you really being the key to this person opening up. And again, you know, I am getting that this person looks at you like a blessing. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Five of Wands. The Moon crossing. And the Magician. Yeah, I don't think it gets any more clear than that. Okay, so, you know, this person is looking at you and they think you are this blessing because basically you are an open book. You know, like I said, you've been through a lot of struggles here. And the way that you have maneuvered through all of this is very inspirational to anybody, in my opinion, okay? And what I'm seeing here is that, you know, you've really been working on things. You know, and with this Five of Wands, all the conflict and all of like the drama and just negative even situations you found yourself in, you are an open book about it, okay? You are. And because you are not hiding these things, you know, because you're not shoving these things under the rug like they never happened, and you are open about it. You are open about the things that you have been through and how you have tried to move on and get past those things. You are, in all honesty, teaching this person how to do this for themselves, okay? You are teaching this person how to manifest the life that they want to live and the person that they want to become. You know, This could be romantic for some of you, does not have to be, okay? So I feel like you have truly, truly been a blessing to this person. And that's a part I feel like you don't know. You don't know how you have impacted this person's life on such a positive level. Just by existing, just by being who you are. Okay, so I want to pull a final message. I feel like Spirit is wanting to just kind of say here, like, you know, you don't really have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? To help someone else out. You are someone that helps people out. Confirmation. You are somebody that really does try to nurture and share and walk with kindness. The Spirit is wanting to just kind of let you know here that just you existing, just your simple presence in this world, you are a blessing to other people. You know, you don't have to actually do anything. Like, for example, this person is watching you, they're watching your journey, and you are inspiring them to make changes for themselves. You know, and you don't know anything about that, but you are a blessing to this person. You truly are. Anything else? Just one? Okay, just the one. Says, what does it say? Phoenix feather. Even in ashes, the embers of love remain. I ignite the spark of hope and rise again. Okay, this is you. You are a phoenix rising, and you are showing somebody else unknowingly how to rise for themselves, okay? You know, this is so, I want to say magical. It's magical. This person thinks that you are magical. Maybe that's why I'm using that word, all right? You create the life that you want, and this person is inspired to do the same. I love this energy. I love all of this, you know, and I will say, you know, for some of you, you might hear about this. This person might approach you and want to let you know the impact that you have made on their life. And I feel like it's going to kind of take you by surprise, you know? So I hope this message helped. And until next time, bye.